Lyra crouched low, her fingers brushing against the cool, smooth surface of a crystal.
Can you feel the energy?
She whispered, her voice barely audible over the rustle of leaves. Ezra, his eyes wide with awe, nodded slowly.
These must be the fabled time crystals, but why here?
Thorn, standing guard, scanned the perimeter, his hand resting on the hilt of his sword.
We should be cautious. Such power attracts unwanted attention.
He warned, his tone grave. Ezra traced the carvings with a trembling finger.
These are warnings. The crystals are both a gift and a curse if misused.
He murmured, realization dawning upon him. Lyra stood, a determined glint in her eyes.
Then we must protect them. We can't let them fall into the wrong hands.
She declared, her voice resolute. Thorn nodded in agreement.
Our paths are set. We must become the guardians these crystals need.
He affirmed, his resolve solidifying. Lyra's eyes narrowed as she noticed the approach.
Looks like we have company.
She muttered, her hand instinctively reaching for her dagger. Ezra stepped back, his mind racing.
We must protect the crystals at all costs. Here, G, she, chin, to those cause.
He urged, his voice tinged with urgency. Thorn drew his sword with a fluid motion, ready to defend.
Stay close. We'll face them together.
He commanded, his presence a pillar of strength. Lyra darted through the shadows, her movements swift and unpredictable.
Catch me if you can.
She taunted, her laughter echoing through the trees. Ezra, despite his trepidation, summoned his courage, casting protective barriers around the crystals.
Hold fast!
He cried, his voice carrying over the fray. Thorn fought valiantly, his sword a blur of motion.
We will not yield!
He roared, his determination unyielding. Lyra sheathed her dagger, a triumphant smile on her lips.
We did it!
She exclaimed, her eyes shining with pride. Ezra adjusted his glasses, relief washing over him.
Together we are stronger than any one of us alone.
He acknowledged, his voice filled with newfound confidence. Thorn surveyed the grove, his heart swelling with a sense of purpose.
Our journey has only just begun.
He stated, his gaze fixed on the horizon. Lyra glanced back at the crystals, a hint of nostalgia in her eyes.
We'll be back.
She promised, her voice soft but firm. Ezra nodded, his heart full of hope.
The world needs us, and we need each other.
He said, his resolve unwavering. Thorn led the way, his steps steady and sure.
Onward to new adventures.
He proclaimed, his spirit unbroken.